Welcome back. I'm going to be looking at one of the most anticipated zombie survival games of 2026. Awaiting early access is ARDEM. This game has come so far from last year. From like the game testing, there was in like low poly, which they kind of like shied away from. This game originally was supposed to be like it had robots in it. They switched from robots up to zombies, which was probably the smartest move they could have done, because obviously this actually put them into the category of like Zombied and Daisy, where they kind of actually give them a bit of constructive ideas to actually build on this. And there's so much content that's gone into this, and the devs, at Detective, have obviously they've been working overtime. They've actually thrown in some videos of updates of obviously the new UI. The obviously with where they're going like with the zombies. I mean, a lot of people was asking, are the zombies going to be like horde zombies, or are they going to have like super freak zombies or bloating zombies or spitting zombies? And obviously if that's the game you want, then you're gonna be disappointed, because they're not going that way. The zombies they've got in this game are going to be like your classic style from the series of like Walking Dead, where they're going to be slow, they're going to be docile, but they're still going to be dangerous. They bite you, they kill you. The amount of content around the survival aspect, especially like things like vehicles, weapons, there is a lot of content in that alone. So things like the vehicles, I mean, a lot of people are saying, obviously, like, what's the story like with the vehicles? Do you actually have to go and find parts to get a vehicle working, or do you just actually get like just find a vehicle and it's yours? From what I've gathered is that the vehicles are going to be, you have to fix them up to be able to use them. Some vehicles are a lot more useful than obviously some. I mean, things like the camper van. This is going to be one of my favourite things in this game from what I've seen, is that the camper van is not just a vehicle, but it's also a mobile spawn base point as such. If you're playing it on a PvP aspect of it, it's not going to be yours fully if you don't secure it, because the design they've put around this is that the camper van is, you can have a respawn point in it. There is a bed in it, there is storage in it, you can put your loot and you can lock it from the inside. But if you don't lock it up and you actually be a bit lackadaisy on it, other players can actually take advantage of this, and they can swoop in, break into your camper van, destroy the spawn point, and it is no longer yours. So all that loot in there will be no longer yours. This is where you've got to obviously keep on ticking. The actual designs of like the mechanics around this, I'm intrigued, because obviously I have played other zombie survival games, and sometimes it can get a bit stale, but this one seems to be one of these new refreshing survival games with the zombies as an after effect. Like you just see them like just to put to one side, so it's not just totally zombies attacking. No. You've actually got to go out there. You got to start from obviously base, like the ground base of like, oh, I need to learn this, need to learn that. It does have a skill tree as well, so you have got to learn things to use things. And from what I can gather is things like the camper van has a lot of useful mechanics about that just on its own. So the houses, you can actually claim a house, you can board it up, you can use that as your base. Or if you do happen to have a camper van, because these things are not common as well, the camper vans, they're not like you find one every 30 seconds. Apparently they are a bit scarce, but once you do find one, you can actually use it to your full advantage. It has a secondary generator on it. Obviously, from what I can gather, you get the power that's in it is you can use and utilize it to actually power things inside you, like the house. Like you connect it up and it actually fire things up inside your house. The camper van has like a mobile fridge, a fridge inside of it, sorry, and a freezer, so you can actually store food in there. It will perish over time, but just not as quick as if you didn't have the fridge. You can cook food in there, and you cook it via, obviously, you have like a gas canister connected to it. There is a lot of mechanics around it. Weapons are fully customizable, and not one weapon is going to be, say, whatever you're happy with one customization might not benefit the next player who picks it up, or if you lose it and someone picks it up, there might be differences in there that they wouldn't have on and you would have on. So there's going to be a lot of like a learning process around that. Maps and zombies are fully built from the ground up. There is no copy and paste in this. There's no, I've taken a zombie from this game and I've taken a piece of a map from this game. These are Tective's own designs straight up. The map 64k, so it's quite a large map. They're still working on the towns. They're still working on the vegetation growth, because obviously you have the details, things like the sun that goes through the windows on your house will actually generate growth of vegetation inside your house. Just obviously it's a slowed rate. Gardening, crops, obviously it's not going to be like other games where you plant it one day and you come back another day and it's fully grown. These are going to be like immersive things that you've got to get into, and you will see the benefits of it because they are slow growers. It's not a case of, oh, I've planted it and there you go, boom, I've got it. It's going to be one of them games where you've actually got to grind as such to reap the benefits of it. Obviously, when it does come out in early access, there's going to be some things, obviously, that's not going to be available. So things like mods. Now, I know a lot of games, things like Ark Survival Evolved is probably a prime example. That game it came out running, and in early access, it was like, oh, well, we have this, and we have this, and we have this. And then, obviously, all these mods started flooding the market, and like different maps, different aspects of mods, role-playing mods. What they're trying to do here at Tective is they're going to give you the early access, but it's more like a testing phase. So it's a case of tell us what you think, and obviously if it works, we'll start implementing more and more core items, and they'll just keep building on that. Another thing that they've actually put in there is that players will be able to have their own private servers, and Tective are going to show a bit of love to people who've got their own private servers as well, and no other dev team or other game company is actually put that at the forefront of the game actually for players if they have their own servers. Another thing is obviously crossplay won't be enabled until obviously like consoles are actually finalised, and you won't have the ability to have crossplay on your own servers. So I don't know if that's going to be for you or not, but I kind of think that makes it a little bit easier to keep in line with any issues, any problems. They did have questions of zombies going to come in hordes. There is not going to be hordes, because obviously these 64k maps, if you've got 64 players on a map, and obviously zombies are generative to each player, it's gonna basically knock down the optimization of the map, and it's just going to run poorly. And I think Tective have been a bit smart here actually, and just said, you know what, no, we're not going to have hordes. We're going to have obviously singular zombies where they won't run, they won't spit, they won't have superpowers, just to keep in line with the optimization, and it will make the game a lot more fun to play, and you'll see less and less issues. The test phase, obviously like the player test, is going to be happening on the August the 31st 2026. So far they've got over 300,000 wishlist requests, and they've also got over 300,000 applicants for this play test, me being one of them, because I want to get into this game. I want to put my teeth into it. I want to see what this game can do. I'm not a comparison person, but the back of my mind's gonna be thinking, do you know what, this is better because it's different from such a game, and it might be different from another game. And I think it's gone back to early days of DayZ, so it's gone like that concept to where end. And if you want to see more info on the videos, or the more info of what's coming up, you can join onto ARDEM's Discord, go onto the YouTube channel. I will post links in the chat below, and if you're happy with this, please hit that subscribe if you want to see more videos. I will surely follow up with, obviously, with more information, because like I said, this game is definitely on my wish list. It's the game that I can't wait to play. I'm a big survival game. I play games like I play games like 7 Days. I play games like DayZ. I want this, and it's not as a comparison. I just like survival games. So this will be actually interesting to see where it goes and what it's actually all about. We have got a short video here, and I'll play it so you can actually see what's in store. I do like the concept of a radio. Yes, see this. You can see the interaction that you're going to get from this game, and obviously, if they're just showing this now, what else is going to come? They can only put more content into it. They can only put more interaction into it. And like I said, if you want to see the videos, if you want to see what's coming up, you want to see the news, you want to hear from the devs, they have suggestions, just click on the Discord channel, join that channel, and obviously just see what this game's about. Thank you.